Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Brings up zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his back...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
The score, Packers 7, Colts 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
For the extra point.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal.
A big run there by Jones. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Packers 14, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Amos on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
That's good.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he'll find Pittman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Rivers to the rookie Pittman for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Rivers now. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now he's going to use his... And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, Delta!
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 42's the mark. 42's the mark. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the gun, Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Set 180. 180. Load it. Load it.
Down to lose one.
White.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Baby, that's baby shot.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Taken down at the 11.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Rodgers with a handoff.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The tackle by
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
White, 89.
From the 38, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Red Delta.
Don't be scared of it. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Tackle made at
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look at the 8.
Check. 53. And it's getting in low. 53 is the mark. 53.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devontae Adams. Touchdown.
Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
His kick is good.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 15. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards.
First down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
That's good.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Adrian Amos.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
T.Y. Hilton. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
52. Check back. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rivers now to throw on first down. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. It's caught. Jones. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Harris.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score. Colts.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go, D. Big city. You gotta step it up. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
3rd and long for Rivers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
48-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
41-yard line.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now a desperate. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.